Hey everyone, we are here.
Hello.
Well, we're kind of here. You know how it is when you got so much stuff going on? You're here, but you're not here. So we're here, but we're not here.
We're not sure where we are.
If you would have heard Tamara this morning, she's not here. She's present right now. Hey, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Hi, Michelle.
So, yeah, we're just kind of acclimating or adjusting to where we're at. There, Michelle's like, we're
Hi,
here.
Julie.
Yeah, good. Glad to hear that you're here. So, yeah, we just been, like many of you, just so much stuff going on. And I got my book done.
Yes, 2 a.m. last night or this morning.
Well, it's been done, but just kind of doing
editing and all that kind of stuff and final
Anyhow.
formatting and submitting.
So we're excited about having that here in a week or so.
Yes, very excited.
It's like, I think, one of the best books I've written. Of course,
agree.
I'd say that about every book, but the best book I've written thus far. Yeah. Anyhow, most of it's about operating as a co-creator. But
hey, Crystal.
A lot of great things. Hey, our niece Crystal, great to see you. We'll give people just a bit
Patty.
here. So we'll just kind of, hey, Pat. Hey, Patty.
You just got a nickname. I don't know if you know it or not. Hi, Marv.
Hey, Marv.
Hi, Brian and Julie.
Marv, when I see you like laying new roads, I always look at that as a prophetic thing, right? Laying new pathways and stuff like that. Anyhow, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, great stuff. Anyhow, so before we get going into a few things here, this is going to be brief. We always try to be brief, but we are coming in. We just got back from Korea.
We did.
And well, actually, it seems like ages ago, but we actually just got back because you hit the road running, right? So it was a great time. Different things opening up, just great stuff. And so that was awesome.
It was. Korea is always awesome. Amazing people, country. I mean, it's just always a blessing to be there.
It has its challenges in its own way, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful. The people we know and stuff are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So Access Unlimited.
Thank you for sharing, Julie.
Yeah, Access Unlimited.
Yes.
Coming up this
Spokane, yes.
Coming up in Spokane at the end of this month.
The 25th, 26th, 27th, and morning of the 28th, which is a Wednesday through Saturday. It's going to be amazing.
So it's hosted by John and Ruth Filler, which will be speakers as well.
Yes.
And then Kirby and Fiona.
Yeah, De Lanero.
Yeah. And Kirby is amazing.
Absolutely.
Just the wisdom, the stuff that he carries, and just anyhow, just a lot of fun stuff. But Fiona is amazing as well.
She is.
So anyhow,
quite the team.
But just the fact that they're both going to be there is great. And
I just have to say,
Okay,
I
go
am
ahead.
probably more excited about this upcoming conference than I have about many that we've done. I mean, I'm just really, all spring and summer since Michael agreed to do it, I have just had this feeling in my heart from the Lord that this is going to be an amazing conference, and everyone is going to be truly blessed. I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah. I'm trying to lean over here a little bit, so
okay,
I'm not.
here, okay.
No, you're all right.
Okay,
I'm
there,
just.
you can lean some more.
No, I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And there's so much going on right now, so we're really just excited about this time.
And I'm not taller than Michael. I'm just sitting up on a high chair. So there we go. Yes. Set up, babe.
I can hear my mother say, son, set up.
Yeah.
Put your shoulders back. Yeah. Don't slump them. All right. So, yeah, great stuff. Let me just give a celebrated announcement in this sense. Remember when I did a video a while back on the illusion of recession?
Yes.
And the reason being is because they were talking about going in recession and all this stuff, right? And so while we're en route, different things going on, I heard this on the news back on the 6th or something like that of this month. But the Federal Reserve, let me just read you the actual quote. The Federal Reserve Chairman Jeremy Powell said Friday, September 6, 2019, he doesn't, and in quotes, at all expect the U.S. to enter a recession, though he hinted that the central bank will likely cut interest rates as expected this month. And then he said, our main expectation is not at all that there will ever be a recession, Powell said in a panel discussion at the University of Zurich. And he went on to say the U.S. economy has continued to perform well and is in a good place. Anyhow, my point is this, is that I've been declaring for quite a while, we're never going back. We're never going back to recession. And I realize, in fact, I'm excited about this book because one of the areas that I go into is about never repeating history again in the manner that we have seen it happen. So we're operating as co-creators with God and moving into that realm more and more. And another thing that keeps just ringing in my spirit.
Hold on for just a second.
Okay.
I just have to say, I'm going to put my head down for a second because I need to share the video, and I want to post our next meeting for Yakima, so it's on here for everybody to see. So there you go.
Share the video? What video?
The video we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah, please share. Yeah.
And surprise, I decided to jump in. Michael didn't know I was going to join him, but I was like, I haven't done a video for a while, and Russ and Michelle are acknowledging that there's two of us here. So I surprised everybody.
Yes, two are better than one. We celebrate that.
Yes.
So let me just make this another bold declaration. It's probably not the first that you've heard this, but I've been saying for a while, because remember talking about entering into the age of peace and rest, which is something I go into great depth in my book and what it represents. But one of the things that I haven't really connected with, and that is the golden age. So we're literally entering into the golden ages. So, which is a representation of the peace and rest of God. Now, there's a lot of historic things, the Iron Age, the Bronze, and so forth. But we are literally entering into the golden age, and where there are barriers being broken and many things coming forth in this hour. So I'm not saying this as a prediction. I'm saying this as a co-creator with God. We are here right now, the sons and daughters of God in the earth, co-creating, bringing forth the golden ages of heaven upon the earth. That means that we are releasing a prosperity into the earth at a level that we have never witnessed before. So there is a supernatural alignment that is happening. The treasure that is in you, this treasure is in earthen vessels. We are learning how to release that into the earth. So we're not just groping with God, oh, give me. We're actually accessing the treasures of heaven and therefore releasing them into the earth in just crazy ways. And one of the things I've been saying is that, we have certain avenues where you're used to income or riches coming in or whatever, the prosperity of God. But the Lord has been challenging us and saying, don't limit yourself to just a single pathway of increase. But know this, that the pathways of God, the ancient pathways, are opening up right now. That means there's wisdom, there's knowledge, there's understanding that is literally just going to flow out of you like gates of flooding water. Anyhow, very good. Another thing that I want to talk, I'm not going to go into depth about, I want to plant this seed in you, is that the Lord's been telling me, look at faith. What does it look like in heaven? Ever how it looks in heaven, that's how I want to bring it into the earth. Remember Jesus, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so it's really been pressing in me an unusual display of faith on the earth at a level that we've never seen. Because you and I both understand that faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But in heaven, you're in the visible realm. So you're not hoping or groping or whatever in heaven on that level. So faith changes. And I just want to share with you really quick that faith is really a co-creative perspective. And in the Western world, we kind of got this upside down. So the Hebrew word faith emunah, which points to the action of support. In the Western perception of faith, faith places the action you have in what you have faith in, right? That's the Western world. What is your faith in? In other words, is your faith in God. However, the Hebrew meaning actually places the action of faith on the one who supports God. Did you hear what I just said? Mm-hmm. Not the one who is like, oh God, my faith is in you, I trust you. I mean, that's great and wonderful. But the Hebraic perspective of faith is actually the one who supports God. Now, think about this. That means it positions you and I into a co-creative realm. Here we are, God. We're here to come into an agreement with you, have in faith, co-creating your intent and desire on the earth.
Yes.
Now, I didn't put this in the book, but I should have. Anyhow, it's powerful because I believe it is part of the golden age, part of this realm that we are entering into. And the other thing is we're coming into X-ray vision. And I know this sounds crazy, but it's the most basic, simple way of saying it. X-ray vision. In other words, you see through everything. You see through rumors. You see through circumstances. You see through deceit. You see through all of the lies. All of the stuff that is going on in the world will no longer govern you because you will see through the walls of its deception. That means you're actually going to begin to see things in the spirit, in the earth, in ways you've never seen before. I said a long time ago that a time would come when we would see spectrums of light, spectrums of the rainbow that are not visible. So there's like 7 layers of visible light or color in the rainbow. But in heaven, they're infinite. And imagine when you begin to see the spectrums of light and glory from the perspective of heaven. That means your vision increases to where you see beyond the natural realm, beyond the circumstances. I pray that you get this, because a lot of times on a daily basis, we are governed by the spectrums of earth, by the natural realm, by the world. But we're entering into the spectrums of heaven, the light of God, the glory of God, which you and I are. So you are actually creating spectrums of light from heaven on the earth. So we will begin to see things beyond this natural realm. And as a result, co-create with God at a much higher level. So I want to release an assurance just towards you right now that the things that you felt like that were taking you out, taking you down, I just want to come into an agreement with the override of heaven right now. That means the government of God's love, of His glory, of His power is overriding it right now through you. And we're entering into this new field of spectrum of seeing and engaging with God in the world in ways never before. What do you say, babe?
Well, I think it sounds like we're going to have some extreme discernment.
Yes.
Extreme discernment.
And I feel like even with this Access Unlimited, this meeting we're coming into Spokane, we're going to enter into new spectrums of the light of the glory of the Lord. And I just want to really, in other words, gaining access, because the whole emphasis with John and Ruth is Access Unlimited. So we're going to access some spectrums of the light of God and release them into the earth that will enable us to engage with wisdom at a level that we have not before. In other words, the corporate body coming up into the wisdom of God. That means overriding the knowledge of good and evil in the sense of how it works now. So we're coming into this kingdom age.
Well,
yeah.
And one of the things you've been talking about with wisdom is the children that are being born and growing up in this time. And we had the privilege to experience and meet little Miss Maggie in Leavenworth, who was this
off the
my
charts.
gosh, this amazing little child. She was, I think, 6. And she came in and immediately started talking to me. She'd been flagging before the week before, and this was Sunday. and she's telling me all about it. Did I see her? And she was doing this, and the flags mean this, and she's getting to do the blessings for the day. And
But
I was like, Michael, come here. I knew she was special. I didn't know all the details. I knew, and I was like, you have got to meet this child. And she was unbelievable.
yeah, off the charts. I mean, you know how you meet certain people or kids or whatever, and you're like, this is unearthly. And Maggie is that. She has a perception, a knowing in her, and you can see it all over. 6 years old, and just full of joy and full of the life of God, but filled with wisdom. And so we were just, in fact, when I started speaking, I could not hold back just the things that God was showing me concerning her, because of who she represents in the ages to come. So anyhow, very, very powerful, wonderful.
I also want to say,
of course,
on Michael's new book, because I was, had my head down doing stuff, so I didn't get to say a whole lot. But having just gone through, spending quite a bit of time editing it with our dear sister-in-law, Cheryl Jones, and working on it for some countless hours, it is, I think you will be greatly blessed. It is one of the best books, and it's a book that is written for any level. Wherever you are in your walk with the Lord, this book will bless you. And it's not a book full of scientific stuff. It's not a book full of I don't know. It's just good.
But it is filled with a lot of supernatural
it is
aspects
just good,
of this.
And it shows you. I mean, when we were going through and doing it, we were quoting declarations and bolding them and stuff like that. But then there are these nuggets in there. And these nuggets are just amazing, just thoughts that Michael has, just one or two liners that complement what the rest of what he's speaking about, and so powerful.
Yeah,
so
thank
absolutely
you.
Powerful.
Thank you, honey. I will pay you later.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. But it's really true.
It's great. I could have just, I like to write pages of books that are like 100 pages. This is like 160. I mean, I could have went into all the science, but it just becomes a very long book.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy, because I'm excited about another book, the book of the spontaneous. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm really excited. There's something wrong with me. I'm just wanting to write. So yeah, awesome. Anyhow, you guys are amazing.
Yes.
And we are declaring over you the golden ages, the age of prosperity, of peace, and of entering into the rest of God, which I've been declaring for a long time. That's not an inactive word. That is an action of literally walking in agreement with heaven on earth at a level that we've never seen before, therefore entering into the rest of God and letting the power of God manifest itself in and through our life in a way the world has not seen. So we are excited about that, with what God is doing in you and bringing you through.
Yes.
We had a sense that something in September was a gate opening up in September. I know we say this about different periods in time, but we've been talking. We're like, September's the month. There's an unusual opening in the spirit, a gateway that's widening in the spirit. September is the month where there's areas of breakthrough, of just levels of wealth, of increase. And we've already been experiencing at different levels in our life, just, the beginning stages of it. So we're excited about that, because we are creating that. Yes. You are creating that.
Yes.
We're not allowing anymore the rhetoric of the governments of this world to override the governmental intent of God's love and desire for His people. You are the kings and priests of God on earth as in heaven, and we are multiplying, occupying multiple levels in the kingdom of God. So, very exciting.
So exciting.
All right.
Don't forget our meeting at our home gathering here in Yakima on Saturday. It's a Saturday, September 21st at 6:30. And Access Unlimited is going to be phenomenal. If you don't have your tickets, it's not too late to get them.
Register.
Register, because they are doing registration for this one. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. And just lots of exciting and good things going on.
Yeah, and the info is on their website, right? At Gateway International.
Yeah, you can just Google 2019 Access Unlimited Spokane, Washington. It'll bring it all up for you.
I think
So,
we have it on our website.
yeah,
as
we've
well.
been sharing the banner and all that kind of stuff as
Yeah.
well. So, yay! And I just want to add in,
and this is an
a
and moment.
happy 85th birthday to Michael's father, Oscar
Oh,
Danforth,
yes,
yesterday.
Yes. My dad, 85 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
longevity there.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, just beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Exciting time. We love you all.
Okay, love you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.